Hello! It's been a while since I've properly posted anything, and I am working on the rest of the Fundamental series videos as well as some little other things, but I wanted to put out something that was just kind of easy and quick for me to do so that I could, you know, give you something for your eyeballs and your during the self-quarantine times. Low power mode. Sorry, my phone is running out of battery, so I am going to have to do this quick. Oh good, that'll just give me another incentive to make this an actual quick studio tour. And one of the reasons that I wanted to do this is because there are a couple people that keep asking me for a studio tour, but every time I've tried to film a studio tour, it's always been me being like, you know, like people usually do studio tours where they're like,
this is where all of my little doodads are, and let me show you what's in, oh no, I dropped one, what's in the little doodads box. These are all pin backs, and we've got some keys and things, and some chains, and little cabochon things right there, and these other little cabochon things I got from the craftsman when I ordered something from him. And in this second box, we have lots of rocks and things.
And those can be really cool and stuff, but that stresses me out. It's too much information. It's too much. I just want to see the basics and be like, oh, that's really cool. I like how you did that thing right there. And just be done with it. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Studio part of it to you. My studio is in my room. So like 2/3 of this room that I'm in are basically my bedroom. I sleep here. I've got the window here. I have plants here. I've got stuff in a closet here. Yada, 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 yada. Stuff that I need to take to Goodwill someday. Lunch, leftover lunch. You know, I just have these cute little areas. I like making vignettes. You probably recognize this from a previous video, although it's changed slightly. I've made it into less of a workable space and more just like a cutesy space with a little quote and, you know, books that I like and stuff. I like having artwork up on the walls, but I also like things being useful, so I have a lot of like baskets, and you can see here in the closet I have these little shelves and things just to keep things super tidy and organized as much as possible. And like, besides this giant pile of laundry behind the door, we're just gonna ignore that for now. But all of the clothing that I own fits in this closet, so they either hang up here or they're in these shelves or in these cloth drawers, so I love that. It's super great for keeping track of everything. I've got like baskets of other stuff up here. And then of course over here is the bathroom, which is shared between, you know, my studio and my personal space. So I've sort of decorated it in a semi-Studio Ghibli style. I've got like cute little Studio Ghibli artwork. I made this thing here, and you can kind of see in the mirror. I love this little shelf wall. I've got artwork by Sarlis Art, little doodads that I've collected that are Studio Ghibli themed, and that one's from Redfish Roofish, this little thingamajigger right here. That's not Studio Ghibli, but it's amazing. It's Avatar. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. But I just put these shelves up and decorated them a few weeks ago, and being in the bathroom has been like a lot more pleasant of an experience ever since then, so I'm really glad that I did that little decoration. This is also by Redfish Roofish, I think, and if I got that wrong, I'll correct it in the comments, but isn't that the cutest thing? That is so cute. This is actually what inspired me to do the bathroom in this style, because I saw this and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be super cute to have like a whole bathroom. Gotta fix that. Don't try to run away on me, toilet paper. I've only got 3 of you left. Y'all are in like a important supply right now. But yeah, I thought that was a really cute little Okay then, moving on. This is not a permanent fixture of my room, but I sort of have these little parkour beam thingamajigs, and I have them just lined up. And this gives me an opportunity to, you know, fail at having any kind of bounce. Wow, this is so much harder to do when I'm looking at my feet through a camera. You can tell I've never done any kind of balance beam anything. I have no idea what I'm doing. Ta-da! And now we finally get to the studio itself. I have just cleaned and reorganized and redecorated all of this. I'm super happy with how it turned out. It's more full over here than I would like it to be. Like, there's more stuff, but this is the best that I can do with the space that I have. I have a ton of arts and crafts things, and I need to just use them and stop complaining. This fan is on. I'm sure you can hear that. And let me turn that off. enough waiting. But I've set it up in a way where I can kind of see cute display things that make me happy. I have some practical things over here, like my acrylic color chart, just lots of different art supplies that are available right at my fingertips, which is a great improvement on the way that I used to have this set up, which is I was like, oh, I just want to have a lot of surface space. Moving that over, which is that I wanted to have a lot of surface space, meaning that I didn't want to have anything on this part of the table, but that also meant that whenever I wanted to get inks or pencils or things, I would have to go into my craft closet to get it, and it's so much nicer just having the things that I use the most often right here where I can access them immediately. I feel like it's actually made me sit down and do things more, so yeah, that's good. That's what this space is for. It's for doing things. I've got some storage space to the right side, to the back side, and to the left side of this table. And of course this tucks right underneath it, so I can pull that out when I need it, and when I don't, I can just hide it right away. And I guess I could be filming this on my actual camera, but it's screwed into this right now, and I'd have to unscrew it in order to use it. And that's really inconvenient, so we're not gonna do that. Okay, in here is a black light, which doesn't help my purposes at all right now. But there's also this light, so that's great, that's good. In here, it looks like a hot mess, but you're right, it is a hot mess. It's organized chaos, though. I can find things in here. I have so many arts and crafts supplies, and I really, really do need to actually use them all, and I do use quite a few of them. Someday I need to go in here and, you know, get rid of things that I don't use very often, but I'm one of those types of artists that's like, oh, well, I might need to felt something one day. It doesn't matter that I haven't felted anything in years. I will need this. I will need this. But what's more important to me than anything else in a space like this is that it functions, and it functions not only as a storage space, but as a place where I can pretty easily access anything that I need. As messy and crazy as this might look, it's actually really easy to find and get to anything that I might need, so that's cool. Black light. Boom. So besides my general like workstation area here on the opposite side of my room, I have my more like serious work area. Oh, that's trashy right there. But I have my work computer, any like tea and water that I want to drink throughout the day, and it's just like a nice spot. Usually I have this window open. It's closed right now just for privacy purposes, but it's nice having the window open and even open so I can get some breeze coming through, and being able to pull out the books that I read the most. Technically these are supposed to be, oh no, I'm doing that thing where I'm pointing at everything and telling you what it is. I am so sorry. Let's move on. And then on this wall, I've got, of course, all of my artistically oriented books, including comics and a few things that are not really like art books. Got some story type things over here just because they wouldn't fit on my other shelf. But mostly this really is all like art and art related stuff. And comics count for me because comics are not just entertainment for me, they're also research. They're a way for me to see what other people are doing with the medium and with the storytelling, with the art. So these are kind of as much research for me as they are just, you know, being fun to read. Lots more art books. Well, I got some Korean books. I don't know, it's all mixed up. Some things, just some things. It's really friendly and cute, and I like to just sit over here and, you know, honestly, I'll bring my computer over here and sit on the couch a lot of the time too because it's comfortable. I've redone this wall so many different times, but I like the way that it is right here because theoretically we're coming back to the start. We're coming back to the start of this video when I was sitting here with my little cuddle buddies. I like the idea of using this as a YouTube channel kind of background, and of course if you're just sitting here and talking to me, or if I'm talking to you here, then I will be, you know, obscuring 10% battery remaining. I'm getting close. I gotta film this fast. What was I saying? Oh yeah. If I'm sitting here and I'm filming a video, then you're only going to be able to see like the bottom half of this thing at best. You know, if I scooch over and show you some of my other little mochi cats, they're so cute. You can see some stuff there, but I like the idea of doing that because I can interchange these. I can, you know, say, hey, look, I have a Straw Bunny comic. You should totally go to my website and buy my Straw Bunny comic because he's precious and adorable and he wants you to buy the comic. Or show off some like recent artwork for a video that's coming up. This is coming up in a video soon. What could it be about? Just things. Just, you know, just things. Just art things. Just things. Now you know what the studio looks like. So every time I, from hopefully now on, say, hi, my name is Hannah, welcome to Studio Hannah, you will know what the studio looks like, and you can imagine it in your brain, and you can imagine being here with me and sitting on the couch and hanging out and drawing stuff, and it'll be fun times, and you can make yourself some tea. Real quick though, let me show you this hilarious giant pile of just frames for days. I had an art show that was supposed to be happening in April, but it was canceled, which ended up being a good thing because I really only have like some of the frames with art in them. Most of these frames have no art in them, which is funny for somebody who had an art show that would have been happening right now. At least I got the frames.